Am I the a-hole for hiding from my best friend that I slept with her husband before they married? I, 38 female, have been best friends with Maya, 38 female, since we were little girls. She's the closest thing I have to a sister. We grew up together, went through every breakup, every bad haircut, every milestone side by side. I always thought nothing could shake our bond. Back in high school, Maya started dating this guy, Eric. He was her first real love, and I actually liked him. He was easy to talk to, funny, and treated her well. At the time, I had my own boyfriend, so we all hung out together, went to dances, did group dates. I never thought of Eric as anything more than Maya's boyfriend. Eventually, Maya and Eric broke up during college. They said it was mutual. They were young, wanted to see what else was out there, and parted on decent terms. After that, Maya leaned on me as always, and Eric faded from my life. I'd see him around campus sometimes, but we weren't close. Then, life blindsided me. Around 20, I went through a brutal breakup. I was heartbroken, lonely, and honestly, reckless. One night, I ran into Eric at a party. He'd been drinking, I'd been drinking, and one thing led to another. We hooked up. And then it happened again and again. For a short while, we were kind of using each other to fill voids. It wasn't love. It wasn't even healthy. And after a few weeks, it hit me like a truck. This was Maya's ex, my best friend since childhood. The guilt was unbearable. Eric and I agreed to stop and to never speak of it again. We buried it so deep I almost convinced myself it hadn't happened. Years later, Maya and Eric found their way back to each other. They rekindled, started dating seriously, and before long, they were engaged. When Maya asked me to be her maid of honor, my stomach dropped, but I said yes. I stood beside her on her wedding day, smiling for photos, clinking champagne glasses, all while carrying this secret. Now, 8 years into their marriage, Maya is still my closest friend. I love her like family. Eric and I are perfectly cordial, but every time I see them together, there's a flicker of guilt in the back of my mind. My own husband has no idea either. Sometimes I wonder if I'm living a lie. On one hand, what happened was before they were back together, before vows, before kids. On the other hand, it still happened, and she has no clue. So I've kept quiet. But late at night, I lie awake asking myself, am I protecting my best friend's happiness? Or am I just a coward? Am I the a-hole for never telling her the truth?